It used to be about killing demons with big fat tits and shit hanging out, and gore and evil and badass good versus evil. And now it's about my coworker's crying about his toxic ex.
What's up, everybody? It's 8-Bit Villain here. Today I wanted to talk about how Diablo 4 is on its last legs with me. Season 4 better be good. The changes that are coming are mostly good. I don't really see too many negative changes that are coming. I didn't get to play a whole lot of the PTR as it kept crashing on my 4080. I couldn't figure out why, so I played for about an hour and I fucking gave up. Anyway, let's talk about the positive changes that are coming that I'm most excited about. Is the pit, also known as rifts. I love rifts. I hate nightmare dungeons in Diablo 4. They're extremely boring. I've covered this before. I don't want to go over it too much again. Another positive, boss materials can drop almost anywhere. Now, they're still going to be rare, but if you're out in the world killing shit, just know that it's possible one will drop. Zoom out. The game is now zooming out again. Or not again, but it zoomed out as it should have been in the first place. It was way too zoomed in. You couldn't see everything that was going on, and it sucked. And it's probably another Rod decision, to be honest with you. So the game's going to be zoomed out again. More on Rod later. Better synergies via better legendary affixes. This is only a good thing. See example for the Sorcerer's Frozen Orb. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. You've seen a video about it. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. There's going to be more of that in the game, making the game more fun, obviously. Codex of Power, you can upgrade your items now. If you salvage a piece of gear with an affix on it, that affix will level up, basically, or it'll get XP to level up. Crafting is great, right? All games have crafting, not Diablo 4, but that's going to change. We can now add affixes to our gear, obviously, that's not new. We can add stats like resource regen or strength, dex, int, all that good shit. There's no type of group finder going on still, which blows because there's a lot of forced group content that you have to do, such as a world boss or what's the other one called where you get boss materials, whatever. Sure, you could get power enough to kill a world boss with one shot and not need a group, but come on. You have to have groups to trade boss materials, or you're not going to be doing many bosses. There's classes I'm excited to play. The Necro. I heard minions are fucking fantastic. I tried to play this in the PTR, and they seemed a lot better in the short amount of time that I could play. The Sorceress, or Sorcerer, is going to be so fucking cool with the Frozen Orb affix that you can get. Or it's a piece of gear, actually, I think. Basically, you'll throw out a frozen orb, and it'll hit monsters and turn into other frozen orbs, and they'll go and they'll hit. It's just fucking legit. This is the last chance for Diablo with me. There have been way too many bonehead moves and dumb fuck decisions. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not some big, huge content creator where I have to watch what I say because I don't want to burn any bridges or anything like that. But let me be completely honest with you, if I was a huge content creator, I would still tell you all the fucking truth. And I wouldn't give a fuck, so yeah, this is it. If there are any more bonehead choices after this, I'm done. If they go back to really stupid things or make really dumb decisions like they tend to do, I'm done. This is the last chance for Diablo 4. The Season 4 changes look mostly awesome. Who knows what else is going to come that is going to be completely fucking brain dead. The only time will tell. The Season 4 theme hasn't been released yet. I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you. It could be themeless for all I care, as long as all these changes come in and the game is fun again. I wish that the game launched like how Season 4 is going to be. Diablo 4 has been in a beta test, in my opinion, for 3 seasons. We're just testing the game for these fucking guys, Rod likes to develop on the fly. Go ask Gears of War fans all about Rod Ferguson, and they will gladly tell you that Rod gets a hold of a franchise and ruins it. He develops things on the fly. He doesn't put things in the game that should be there immediately. He waits for the fan base to complain about it enough, and then finally they'll put it in, and they'll make it seem, oh yeah, we did this for you, we're listening. Well, fuck you, bro. Put it in the first time. Know what kind of game you're developing. This is an action RPG, and you're telling people mob density is hard to do. That should have been your fucking first priority, bruh. Anyway, there was also a little interview that Rod Ferguson did with, I don't know, some fucking website. I can't remember off the top of my head. I made a few clips about some of the things that I thought were just stupid. There were a lot of them, but I only picked a couple. Anyway, we're going to cut to those now. So when Rod was asked by Jennifer Young, the person doing the interview, when she asked him why he thinks Season 2 stood out in comparison to Season of the Malignant and Season of the Construct, Rod had an amazing answer. He said, "One of the things we're also learning as I go back to our original question about what we are learning through the seasons is really around monster density in terms of, being part of Diablo."
Mr.
Ferguson.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. And may God have mercy on your soul.
If you're making a Diablo game and you don't have a fucking clue that there should be dense packs of monsters in the game, maybe you should go back to Gears of War, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. He goes on to say that in Season 4, when you look at the PTR and the new Hell Tide with the giant worms coming up and spitting monsters at you and gaining a threat level, we have this sort of larger ambush. We were trying to, have a certain pace to the combat before, and I think that we're recognizing over the seasons and with player feedback is that people want to turn that dial, obviously higher, and it's just not something that is easily done. Why? Every extra monster you're putting on the screen is something that's eating at the performance and the memory of those sorts of things. Well, how about we don't have to fucking load their stash, Rod? That is still the dumbest fucking thing in the game. When that was said on live stream, you seen the Joe Piporia, I believe his name is. He had a look on his face like, as he explained that we had to load everybody's stash, he had the look on his face like, and it's also really fucking stupid, and I tried to warn them not to do this. But, they did it anyway, because Rod doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and he's in charge. He's the GM of all things Diablo.
Rod Ferguson, in my opinion, he's the destroyer of franchises. He's a villain, and nothing's going to get fixed until he goes.
So Jennifer wanted a clearer answer about how going on behind the scenes to make the shop items more obtainable. She wanted a better answer, and thank God she did. This is a great question. So he says, what we're trying to do, like with how to interpret the teasing from the campfires, is a little bit of both. If you look at easier to acquire, at least from a purchase perspective, like we just released these class bundles where you could get 2 different looks for a much cheaper price. Yeah, you guys did release that, and the 2 fucking the bundles that you offer contain 2 skins, and they're both dog shit. Basic bitch skins. Stuff you can get in the game look better than what you can unlock when you purchase these bundles. So this is a shit answer to me. I don't like it. What can you expect? We're also doing some stuff, this idea of personalized discounts. That could be a good thing. Which is the other part, which we're kind of excited about. Other games have done this, where they look and say, based on your play, here's something that might be most relevant for you in terms of discounting. I seen a little bit of this already, and there were a couple skins that were marked 50% off. They were the more desirable types of skins, and not the hot fucking trash like we just discussed a few moments ago. There it is, boys. That's all I got for you guys today. Please help me out by hitting that like button, and please subscribe, guys. I really enjoy making these videos. It's nothing but fun for me, and I love talking shit about Diablo 4, so there's going to be plenty more of this to come. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, boys.